worry, hate being a mother anymore. It is a lot of work, and I have given everything into being a mother.
And this is exactly why we have to stop guilting and pressuring people who never want to be parents, because this is the natural consequence. And the saddest part is the amount of comments under that video calling this woman every name in the book, calling her vile, horrible, for feeling the way that she does, instead of trying to support her, is equally disgusting. And she even says it. She puts everything she is into being a mother. She puts everything into making sure her kids are well taken care of, well developed, prepared for adulthood. You can tell she still loves her kids absolutely unconditionally. She just doesn't like the fact that this feels like this was her only option and that it completely took over her life. Because motherhood and parenthood will take a huge chunk of your life. That is to be expected. If you want to be a parent, you are okay with that. But if you don't, this happens. And that's why I say I would 100% rather regret not having kids than having kids and then regretting that instead.
One of the days when mothers are shouting, like literally getting upset with child-free women. See, these days, they are, in fact, they are jealous of you. So a lot of things that you need to consider before having a child, and also the partner you are having the child with, you also have to consider, because most of the time you will end up being a single mother. The chance that you are going to be a single mother is like 90% high. Yeah. So you really have to sit down. We have kids now, so we are telling you, the ladies that want to have kids, to watch this particular video, because this video is definitely for you. It's mothers. The mothers are coming out to tell you what it means, what it feels to be mothers. I also am a mother. I have 2 kids. I'm also going to be giving my experience. We all love our kids. We all love our children, but we love them, but you have to consider a lot of things before having a child. So guys, let's dive into this video, but before we do, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel. Let's watch this video, guys.
Before having children, I seriously urge you guys to please consider the fact that you will never know happiness again. That's all there is to it. You won't. Every day fucking sucks. Every single day. Every single day. I would say 8 out of 10 days are bad days. If you are someone that values your house being clean or having a clean space, don't have children. If you are someone who values your sleep, don't have children. If you are someone who has issues with regulating your emotions, don't have children. If you are someone with not a lot of patience, don't have children. If you want any peace in your life, don't have children. Like, I'm so serious, guys. Please, like, not only does the world not need any more fucking children, and the economy doesn't need any more fucking children, you don't need a fucking child either. Trust and believe. Unless you want to look like this every single day of your fucking life.
I know some of you would think she's overreacting. No, she's not. This is somebody that, how do I say it? She's pouring out her emotions, and some of us that don't really know how to handle these emotions, we tend to cry, out of frustration. And yeah, she's definitely saying the truth. She's definitely telling you the facts, the honest truth, especially emotions. If you are somebody that cannot put your emotions check, trust me, you don't even think of having children. Trust me, because with children you need a lot of patience, a lot of discipline, a lot of patience. Trust me. If you are somebody that wants your house to be clean, like you want your house to be sparkling clean, even if you get help, you have house help, trust me, your house will definitely, it's not going to be that clean, because there's something about children. Once the house is clean, that is when they tend to do some nasty things. Yeah. So she's stating the fact. And also, the economy is not helping. Children are very expensive. They are really, really expensive. I'd love to talk about this particular topic because I want the world to see what mothers are going through. Don't get me wrong, mothers, they are really happy. They are happy with their children. They love their children, but they want the world to see that if a lady came out to tell you that she don't want to have kids, don't push them. You don't have the right to push them because it's not easy. You understand? So you don't have the right to tell a woman what to do with their body. So that's why a lot of mothers are coming out to say what it really is to be a mother. Do you have the guts? Can you handle it? So if you cannot handle it, you are very free to be a child free, and nobody have the right to insult you for being a child free woman.
Something I struggle with so much in this season of motherhood, which is the early years. I have a 4-year-old, a almost 2-year-old, and a newborn, is how much I am needed all the time. It is so frustrating. It is so debilitating to almost feel like you are not your own person and like you don't matter. Your needs don't matter. Like, we all know that you can't pour from an empty cup. But if you're a mom, especially with young children, you are literally not only required to pour from an empty cup, there's no other way around it. There's no way your cup is full. Even if you try to fill your cup, doesn't even get close. So you're not only required to pour from an empty cup to everybody, to every single one of your children, to your husband. You're also supposed to do it with a smile on your face all the time. If you complain, if you are unhappy or stressed out, you are judged for being ungrateful or that you're not a good mom. And it's like, I know this is just a season, and this is a season of total surrender and selflessness. But for 5 years, I've been either pregnant, nursing, pumping, postpartum, on weight loss journeys. My first 2 pregnancies, I gained over 65 pounds. You don't even know who you are, and even if you try, you can't. There's no time to discover it. You're literally in the trenches of this season where it's not about you, but it's so much not about you that you literally feel like you have no identity, and it is very, very hard. I'm not alone in those feelings, but sometimes it feels like you're alone because this is the shit no one talks about, and it's the shit that you're just supposed to accept for what it is, because that just comes with the territory of mom life. This morning was one of those days where I just wanted to cry and scream and run away. Everyone needed me at the exact same time, and I already feel like I don't do enough.
Some days I just fear for I just have this feeling that people would think I'm a bad mom. There are some things I do and I would just feel that maybe people would judge me. Sometimes when my son have to do something at school and I forgot and the teachers will remind me, I just feel like maybe I have failed in some aspect of being a mom. It's really not easy. Trust me, it's not. You have to constantly think about them, put them first and everything, but it does get better. It does get better, guys. It's not as bad as we think, but it's bad. It's, yeah. So it's not really easy, but some days are better. Not all days are bad.
I think that women that have children, if they have the opportunity to speak to people that don't have children, especially other women, they will tell them that there is nothing lovely about motherhood. A lot of women feel like they have to be muted and they're not allowed to say the things that they really want to say. But being a mother is one of the toughest jobs on this planet Earth. And I'm talking about tougher than a 9 to 5. This is a job that you cannot quit, and you have to deal with this for 18 years straight. Like, you do not have any breaks or times off. Now, if you look up and get you a good baby daddy or a good baby father, then you may not experience all of these things that some of these women go through as mothers. And this includes married women. A lot of married women will tell you that they are literally single mothers. They are single mothers that are married. What y'all don't see is the lack of sleep that you will be getting. For the first couple of years, you will be tired as hell. And we are not talking about the normal, I need a little bit of rest because I've been up since 3 o'clock. No, we are talking about being overly tired, overly worried, and overly stressed out and overwhelmed. And then let's talk about the lack of good fathers that there is really in this world. There are not a lot of good men out here. And yes, that man may be good to you while you are pregnant, but baby, right after you had that baby and he sees how much responsibility he has to take on, things may change. You may become a single mother. He may run away from his responsibility. And a lot of people don't talk about the mental illness that come with it as well. Sometimes having children can intensify your mental illness. And also, if you are not financially stable on your own, and we are not talking about your man being financially stable, that man could possibly leave you high and dry, and now you're forced to take care of a baby by yourself. So if you as a whole do not have a very stable income and you are relying on your baby daddy to take care of you, you are definitely in for a ride. It's cool to chill for a little bit while you're pregnant and after you have the baby, but as soon as you feel well enough, get your ass up and work. Do not depend on your baby daddy to take care of you, because if that man decides to leave you, he will leave you and that baby, and y'all will be left with nothing, and y'all will be struggling, and he won't care. That man would move on with his life and possibly find another woman and get somebody else pregnant. These men are very ruthless. And also, if you do not have a support team on your side of the family and he doesn't either, oh yeah, baby, you both are in for a ride. So I think if women had the opportunity to speak to women that don't have any children, we will simply tell them, don't do it.
Trust me, I am always telling them don't do it. I am telling them do not do it. You know what I think? I just think it just boiled down to the man. If you have a good man, you stand a chance. If you have a man that love you, that genuinely love you, a man that will support you through this journey, you will be fine. Because most of the time, they might be with you when you are pregnant. But once the child come, they see, men don't know how to handle all this stress. Once they see that it's too much, if the man sees too much for him, he's going to leave you and you're going to be alone. So I think it all boils down to the type of man that you have a child with. That's why I said, ladies, be selfish with your womb. Look at the man very well before you have a child, because you don't want to be a single mother. You need all the help you can get when you have a child. If your partner is not there with you, it's not going to be easy. It's not partner being there. If the man is supporting you, taking care of the child as much as you are taking care of the child, going to appointments just the way you are going to appointments as well, you will be fine. You can handle it. But when you don't have a supportive partner, it's not easy. Please look very well before you choose a partner. Be stingy with your womb until you find somebody that you know will take care of you and your child.
I know none of us want to say it, which is why I'm gonna say it. God, being a mom can be so inconvenient. How could you say that? Being a mom is so beautiful. I love my children more than anything. Yeah, so do I. Be so for real. So do I, okay? I love my kids more than anything. I would fight a fucking bear for my kids. I would fight you for my kids if I had to. That's not the point here. The point here is the inconvenience. I sit down, boom. It's mommy. I want a snack. Inconvenient. I just sat down, bro. Read the room. I need to run into the grocery store super quick for something, okay? Let's say I just gotta run in and grab eggs. I need one fucking thing from the grocery store. Boom. No, bitch, you got 2 kids. You got 2 kids. There's nothing quick about the grocery store. That means putting their shoes back on that they took off while they were in their car seats. That means unloading 2 kids out of the car, putting them in the cart. That means grocery shopping with 2 kids, which is damn near impossible. When we get to that checkout line and there's all that fucking candy right there. Inconvenient. I clean my house. For what? Boom, you got kids. There's no point in cleaning it. It's gonna get destroyed in 0.5 seconds that they're awake. Inconvenient. You get the point. Oh, just soak it all in. You're gonna miss it. Oh, Martha, please. I don't want to hear it. Yes, I will miss them being little and adorable and cute and sweet, but I will also enjoy eating a hot meal. I'll enjoy that. Thank you very much. And yes, I'm hiding in my closet right now.
I'm gonna say something very controversial, but motherhood is a scam. Too many women have been lied to and deceived by society about motherhood. Everyone is celebrating being a mother, it's secret, it's divine, but no one has told women how hard motherhood actually is. I'm not a mom, but I'm a daughter and a friend to many other women. I have seen my own mother and a lot of my other girlfriends sacrifice their lives to motherhood. So my best friend just had a daughter 2 months ago, and she told me, Jessie, I know you don't want kids. If that's your plan, stick to it. Don't change your mind. And mind you, my friend actually got support. So when the baby was born, for the first month,
months, she got a nanny living with them, taking care of the baby 24/7. She didn't have to lift a finger except for feeding the baby. And now her husband's parents are living with them, cleaning, cooking. She doesn't need to do much, but still she told me it's exhausting and her body is starting to have all the low problems. And not even to mention she lost a great career opportunity because of this. So my friend works in this big Chinese company, top tier in the industry. Her boss really values her because my friend is really good at what she does and she's ambitious. So her boss wants to send her to the US to manage the North American business. So she only needs to stay in the US for 2 to 3 years and then return back to China. Immediate promotion to higher leadership position. So basically the rest of her life is set. You know, you don't need to work hard anymore. You can just lay back, chill, great money, easy life. And now all of that is gone because you can't just leave your newborn baby and go to the US. And my friend told me her daughter is the best thing ever happened to her. She loves her so much. She wouldn't trade anything in the world with her daughter like all the other mothers. But still, she told me, you know what, being child-free is kind of nice. So
here's something I wish people understood about motherhood. Children don't drain mothers. Do you know what does though? Lack of help, lack of rest, lack of nourishment, lack of understanding for how demanding this season actually is. Motherhood itself is not the problem. It's the conditions around it. Think of it this way. For most of history, women mothered in groups. There were other hands, other eyes, other hearts in the room. Today, many women are raising children in isolation. Many women are also raising children while they're trying to work at the same time. The truth is that pregnancy, birth, and postpartum all require slowing down. But how does a woman slow down when modern life requires doing everything at full speed? This disconnect creates a lot of tension. The truth is that many mothers are also really underfed for the work that they're doing. Caring for children is mentally and physically demanding, but a lot of mothers are living on coffee, leftovers, or the quickest thing that they can find. When the body doesn't get enough food, your patience, your resilience, your mood, it all suffers. When a woman is overstimulated, overtired, undernourished, everything is a lot. Her nervous system stays on high alert, so that's why everything feels harder to manage. When we complain about motherhood, we're not complaining about our children that we adore. We're complaining about the conditions. Nothing is broken in you, mama. Your body is responding exactly as it's supposed to when demand is high and support is low. With more nourishment, more help, more support, more rest, you can start to feel steady again. There is absolutely no shame in asking for help. You were never meant to do this solo.
I spent my first year of motherhood thinking I had made a mistake. I didn't tell anybody that. I didn't tell my husband. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't tell my postpartum therapist because I was so terrified of what that meant about me. I was so terrified of people misunderstanding what I meant by that. No, I don't regret having that child. I don't regret creating that perfect creature. I regret becoming a mom, thinking I could do this, thinking I was capable, thinking I would be good at this. But I was so terrified of being labeled a bad mom that I just refused to talk about it, and I suffered in silence. And as I've spent the last few months talking more openly about my experiences, I still find myself wanting to give 1,000 disclaimers of well, I love my baby now, which I do, or it all got better, don't worry, I'm a really good mommy now, which it sucks to feel myself want to still give those disclaimers and prove I'm a good mom in talking about these things, because these things are very real. And if I've learned anything from talking more openly about it, it's that so many people experience this. There's just so much shame around it. So when I see the little search bar on my videos say moms who hate being moms, it takes my breath away a little bit. And I'm like, how do I clarify that that's not who I am? And at the same time, I was a mom who hated being a mom, not because I hated my kid at all, but because I hated how it felt. I think maternal mental health is complicated and under-resourced and I'm sure underfunded. And the shame we have, or the pressures we have around not being labeled as a bad mom just prevents us from having these conversations and being honest so that we can be better moms. Once I was willing to admit, hey, I don't like this. This kind of sucks. I'm really, really unhappy. Why don't I have why don't I feel the love that I'm supposed to feel? That's when I was able to get support. That's when my therapist was actually able to see hey, there's more going on. That's when I was able to work on my relationship with my daughter and create those moments that I had been craving. So if you can relate, I'm sorry. I wish you weren't able to relate. But hi, you're not alone. You're very welcome here. And I think you're a really good mom.
Being a mum is the biggest, the most, such a big challenge. No one can ever prepare you for motherhood. I feel like you're constantly, I feel like me anyway, I'm constantly judging myself, judging my motherhood. Am I being a good parent? Making sure I'm not doing the things that made me feel away when I was younger. But it's so hard. It's actually so hard. Constantly second guessing yourself constantly. You do something, you scold your child, then you second guess yourself, you beat yourself up, you're like, oh, was that the right move? Will that affect them in 10 years' time? Will they be saying, Mum, you made me feel this way? Because I'll be saying that to my mum. So it's so hard. It's just so hard to be a mum. It really is. I enjoy it so much, but and I'm annoyed with myself. I'm annoyed. I hate when I feel sometimes. I really hate when I feel. Sometimes I wish I felt nothing. Because then I wouldn't be feeling this. But one positive that I will say, that I'm going to say this to myself, just bring myself back up. Clearly, I'm a good mum. Because I would not. Good mothers are people like me who's constantly questioning themselves, constantly wanting to do better, constantly thinking of their children, wanting them to live the best life that they could possibly, constantly just wanting them to be free, wanting them to have their own thoughts, wanting them to just have that safety net where they feel like they can say and do what they want, within reason, obviously. The people that are shit don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They're not questioning themselves at night. They don't care. They're doing what they want for themselves. What they say goes. They're not thinking of anyone else's feelings. They don't care that these people are humans. Like the children you've created are humans with their own mind frame, their own and everything. So that's one thing that I will take from this, is that I clearly am a great fucking mum because I care so fucking much. So fucking much that it's making me fucking depressed. On Mother's Day. Anyway.
I was telling my husband and my friends how sometimes it's really hard to enjoy motherhood because of the mental load that I carry. Like, when is baby going to feed next? When do I need to change his diaper? When am I going to pump? I need to walk. I need to go on a walk before I put him to bed. That way he gets tired enough. So sometimes, like, it just feels like, what's the next thing? And I'm trying not to think about it in that way, but it is hard sometimes. It just makes me feel like I'm not doing enough sometimes. And today I had like a little mini breakdown because it was just a lot. I had a clogged duct. I wasn't feeling good. I didn't eat. So I was taking care of baby. I was working. So it's a lot. It was a lot. So if you are feeling like it's overwhelming and you have a mental load, I get it. I feel you. I'm here with you. But I know it's going to get better. I know it's going to get easier. I know I'm going to have really good days and really hard days. And today was just one of those really hard days.
This isn't going to sound pretty, but I need to be honest with you. I don't like being a mum. I don't like anything about being a mum. Being a mum to an older child, absolutely amazing. Love it. Like before I had Daisy, I really started to love being a mum. From like 5 onwards, it's amazing. But before that, like the day to day, the nitty gritty of it, what is there to actually like? There is women out there who want to have 4 children and they want to be stay-at-home mums. They're unicorn breeds to me. What is there to like? I'm not sleeping. I'm not eating right. In the winter it's terrible because everyone's getting bloody ill constantly. The dread, the mum guilt, the constant responsibility, the lack of freedom, all of that just overcomes me. That's more powerful than like the positives for me. Don't like it.
So like I said, it all depends on the man you are having your children with. Motherhood is draining, but it's not your children. A lot of women don't have help, especially if you are living in a country where you don't have brothers, you don't have sisters, your parents, nobody is there, you are isolated. A lot of women are isolated now just because they have children. A lot of things is going on with the woman body right now. She don't have time for herself, and there's no help. Sometimes even if you have help, it's still very exhausting, because when you talk about motherhood, sometimes motherhood means you have to stop. Your life have to pause. Your career have to pause in order for you to be able to raise your children the way you want. Like me, I don't really like my children to go to daycare. So that's why I'm still at home. Normally, I'll be going back to work, but I took leave, at work, so I can take care of my daughter to the age that I know she's okay. Then I'll start working. So like I said, if you are willing to give up a lot of things to be a mom, then bravo. But if you are not you are not capable, please just be child free. A lot of mothers are regretting of why they have children. It's not as if they are regretting their children. No, they are regretting the reason why they even think of it. Most of the time is because of their partner. They are not having help. Their partner will leave them as soon as the baby drop, because children are expensive. A man that don't have that heart, that is not mentally, physically okay, he is going to abandon you. So that's why it's very good to be hardworking, to have your own money, as a woman, so you can be able to take care of your children. As a lady, if you don't have children, nobody is pressing you. You have made a very good decision. It's not all of us that need to have children. So if you are willing to have children, you have to look for a good partner. Be selfish with your womb. Look for a man that you know that is going to stand with you, a ride or die. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. If you are a mom, also give your experience. We are not here to say that motherhood is bad or we hate our children. No, we all love our children, but we all know, we all mothers know, it's really not easy when it comes to motherhood. And kudos to all the women that have more than 4 to 5 children. I really admire you. I don't know where you get your strength from. I have 2 and my head is going gaga. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.